Alright, howdy y'all, it's AC Omni from the Soul Harvesting Foundation, and today I am post-game spectating one of my Clash games from last night. This was day 2 of the Demacia Cup, and in this game I'm playing Ornn in the top lane, and it actually, all of this is scrambled, so I'm gonna shift them into the right spots. There we go. Yeah, so played Clash last night with a couple of people. This wasn't the normal group that I run with. Actually, only included 2 other people from the normal group. It's actually kind of even more different than that because we have enough people that we usually actually run with 2 teams, and I'm usually on the second team. Now, for whatever reason, this time only 3 of us of the normal group actually decided to show up, so we had to get some non-standard people for our jungle and support. For this game, we drafted a full scaling comp, knowing full well that with their comp we would lose hard early. But we were prepared to lose early and figured just go for the late game. So far we've only got a couple of, and by the way, I don't know if you're paying attention to which side has the AC Omni, but in this particular game, we were on a red side. Actually, I think in both of our games we were on red side. Now, Clash normally has Clash normally has 3 games, but, because one of our opponents actually forfeited the second round, we only actually played 2 rounds, 2 matches. Trundle clearing some vision around mid lane. Our bot lane is the only lane that's really pushed in. Top and mid are both somewhat even in the wave state. But it looks like Trundle is going for a gank mid. This could be first blood here. No, the flash comes out of the Syndra, and the Ahri charm is avoided. And Syndra actually ends up winning this trade pretty hard. Trundle is still waiting around. And there the Ahri charm hits, there's an exhaust, and Syndra probably dies here. Yep, first blood goes to Ahri. First blood being on Ahri kind of sucks. But, I mean, it's a Trundle in the jungle against a Bel'Veth. We've got a fight brewing up in top river. We have the level advantage slightly. Ornn uses the W to avoid the Ahri charm. Looks like he's just autoing. I don't know what his cooldowns are. And red side is backing off now that Bel'Veth has gone down and they have the numbers disadvantage. Though Ornn is getting caught by the Tom Kench. Leona's gonna take a lot of damage there, even through the W. The Tristana E is gonna bring her down to about 25% HP. Now, blue side is already getting a pretty decent gold gap. Belveth over there, potentially clearing vision. Ping's coming out from blue side to try to collapse on the Belveth. But she's just retreated into the jungle. And I don't know if they're going to keep pushing for it, because Scuttle Crab is down on red side. Red side has Scuttle Crab vision, is what I mean by that, so they're not necessarily going to want to show themselves. Trundle ganking mid again, the RE manages to hit. That was a little bit of an interesting hitbox, but I think Citra goes down here again. Yep, goes down to the Trundle. Black Shield coming out on Tristana to avoid getting rooted by the Xayah E. But it looks like blue side bot lane is going for a recall. At least their support is. Red side appears to be wanting to build up a bit of a slow push bot side. And RE has crashed a pretty sizable wave in mid. She's going to be able to pick up a plate. The wave is still right around the same spot in top lane, but it's going to be pushing out here. And Orin is starting to shove it. The Searing Charge into the pillar somehow doesn't knock up the Tahm Kench. I thought he was well within the knock-up radius of that. Morgana is back in lane, and red side bot lane has backed off. It looks like without properly crashing the tower. Belveth hovering around mid. And blue side taking the first dragon of the game, which is an ocean dragon. Next one up in 5 minutes is going to be Hextech, it looks like. Belveth pillaging Trundle's topside jungle, whereas Trundle's pillaging Belveth's bot-side jungle. Leona going for the engage, hitting an ignite on the Trundle. Trundle's going to be forced to back off. He's not going to be able to finish clearing the camps over here. And Trundle and Morgana backing up. Tristana's actually just coming in the lane now, so she's gonna be outnumbered for a little bit, and that's the Devour on the Ornn. Call the Forge God comes out, knock up again. The stun comes out from the Tongue Lash, and Tahm Kench is able to finish the Ornn. That one was pretty close. Ahri looking just clear vision out there. Blue side has full vision control of the river around mid. Belveth coming up top lane. Trundle also coming in, spotted on the Scuttle vision, so Belveth is backing off. Missing Pink's coming out mid from blue side. So, while nothing much is happening in the game, I have a little bit of a story. So I work at a beach where I basically give people boats. And one of the rules of this... Oh, flash forward from Leona, maybe into an engage. There's the solar flare, but it misses, and red side is peeling off. They appear to be throwing a couple of autos still in there. E onto the Tristana, there's the Q. Black Shield comes out on the Tristana to avoid the E route. And it looks like blue side now is backing off. Oh, there's the Xayah ulti into the root. Xayah claims a kill on Tristana and another kill onto the Morgana. So that's a double kill bot side for Xayah. Exhaust onto the Syndra. Bit of a trade there in mid. Ornn and Belveth are hovering in the area, but it looks like Ornn is backing off now. Red side looking to collect some plates down bot. They might go for a second one, but then I think they have to back off. Yep, there they go. Tongue Lash coming out onto the Ornn. Abyssal Dive jumping behind him. Another Tongue Lash. Ornn uses the Bella's Breath to try to get the knockup. Devourer comes out, Ornn has to flash. Call of the Forge God comes out, and go down there real quick. And it looks like Tahm Kench is going to pick up another kill. There's the Abyssal Dive to try to finish it. Ornn is backing off. Maybe he can get out. Ping's coming from Ahri that she's on the way, and I think Ahri's going to intercept him with an E to finish. No, she actually W'd, and the Tahm Kench finishes with Tongue Lash. And it looks like they're going for Herald now. Anyway, the story that I was attempting to tell before, I work at a beach, and I give people boats, and not yesterday, but the day before, and this is currently Monday, June 13th, by the way, so that'd be Saturday, June 11th. We're open 11 until 7, typically, and the boats close half an hour early, so 11 to 6:30. Right around 6, I got a ton of people coming for me, just coming for boats. And I'm getting absolutely swamped. I'm able to get them all done. Like, I'm able to get everybody in the water that wants to be in the water. And, you know, it goes fine. The problem occurs when there's a couple of people who would decide that it'd be funny to go out all the way down the lake. Which means that I actually have to go out on a boat and chase them down. And I'm out for, and this is right around 6:11 that this happens. And I'm out for right about half an hour, just chasing these guys down. And yeah, it wasn't a very pleasant experience. My hands are all blistered, my arms are all sore, and it's just like, you know, it's one of those times where I really wish people could just follow the rules. A lot of stuff happened there though. So Tristana got, actually one of them went to Morgana. But Tristana and Morgana double killed the bot lane. Syndra got a kill and the flash out of Ahri. Kench killed Ornn top, and blue side also killed the Hex Tetrate. The next dragon that's going to be up is going to be Infernal, which means that this is the Infernal Soul map. So, as you can see, a lot of the walls are going to be down. Some bushes are going to have vanished. And whoever can claim the soul is going to be dealing a lot more damage. Kench is getting some plates here, and Ornn doesn't have teleport to stop him quickly. Abyssal Dive jumping out of tower range to try to get out of the... to try to drop the tower aggro. Ahri Charm went onto Syndra there. Both of them traded a relatively even amount of HP, but Ahri used a Corrupting Pot to get back the HP that she lost there. EQ coming out, misses the stun. 3+ Herald mid, which means that mid tier 1 is going to go down. This might be traded with bot tier 1. There's the Solar Flare. Tristana jumps back out there, looking for re-engage there, and the Gale Force finishes her off. And they claim the bot tier 1. Ornn is setting towards mid, potentially. Bel'Veth is kind of just farming right now. I don't know if you heard that, but excuse me. Stun onto the Morgana, followed up by the Syndra ulti. Forces her to use the Black Shield. There's Zhonya's as Bel'Veth engages, and Syndra gets the kill. Charm onto Bel'Veth. The Trundle shows up. Bel'Veth is able to escape, and it looks like Syndra dies here too. Yep. Looks like the Trundle ulti did come out there onto the Syndra, I think. Ornn is set bot side right now, just farming. He might be a little overextended, but most of blue is top side, so he only has to worry about a potential Morgana Tristana, and he has flash up, he has E, he has his ulti up, so he probably doesn't need to be too worried about dying here, especially if he lets them push into tower. Herald is up in a minute 20, which is probably why red side swapped bot to top. In fact, that's exactly what happened. I know I was there. But blue side hasn't answered accordingly, which means that red is going to get the push in top. Ornn is letting them push into the tower. Call of the Forge God comes out, hits the Morgana, that's a knockup. Bel'Veth comes in. Tristana just keeps focusing the Ornn, who dies, but Bel'Veth probably gets a double kill here. The Buster Shot did come out from Tristana. Bel'Veth is still chasing. There's W. And dash through to kill them both. Syndra's there, and it looked like Trundle was about to answer, but the Syndra convinced him otherwise. Red side is still trying to get the push in top lane. The Herald is coming up in about 20 seconds. Ahri taking the blue buff there. Blue side is still up 4 kills and up 2k gold. It's nothing that is unwinnable, but blue side definitely has the advantage here. Oh, Bel'Veth got her ulti from the double kill bot side. It looks like Trundle is looking to potentially go for a little bit of an invade here, but 4v2, the collapse happens, and Ahri isn't going to be able to do anything. Ornn has set back top side because the dragon is about to spawn. Stun on to the Tristana, who enters stopwatch. Oh, that's not Tristana, that's Morgana. Ahri gets the charm, and the Tristana gets the kill. Bel'Veth jumps over the wall, gets charmed. She should probably have knockdown over and just focus the dragon. Flash comes up from Bel'Veth, but the Liandry's tick, I believe, yes, Liandry's tick from Ahri kills him. Ornn teleporting into a very unfortunate location. He's going to get himself just destroyed here. E coming up from Tristana, and there's Ornn dead. Red side's going to have to peel off. There's no way they get this dragon. Ulti from Xayah, followed by the Gale Force. She's being chased down by 2 of them, potentially a third. Teleport coming in from Syndra here. Root coming out from the Xayah, who's getting focused down by the Tristana. Ahri dies to Syndra, but Syndra dies to Tristana. And overall, that's definitely a win for blue, despite the shutdown that Syndra just got on Ahri. And up top, Tahm Kench takes topside tower, takes top tier 1. Objective bounties are coming up for red side. Bel'Veth trying to engage on Tahm Kench. There's the ulti Call of the Forge God coming out. There's the knockup. Bel'Veth's probably about to die here in a second. She dies to the flash auto, I think that was. Abyssal dive over the wall. Orange pinging Xayah to try to come, but I think, yeah, Tahm Kench gets out. Abyssal dive over the Herald wall, allowing him to escape. Looks like Ahri is headed up towards top side. They're not going to give Ornn any free farm. And blue side has control over most of the map here. Their waves are pushed. Their vision is actually a little bit limited, but they are considerably far ahead of red side. Tristana and Morgana are chasing the Bel'Veth here, potentially to be used as bait because there's Ornn coming down, there's Xayah lurking, and there was Leona there, although Ornn has just got himself caught out because he didn't see that the rest of his team was backing off. Blue doing a 1-4 top side. Bel'Veth recalling. Recall is cancelled when they see the Trundle coming in. Red side looks to pick Trundle for a second, but then backs off after realizing that it's too dangerous to keep pushing after him. They're just clearing the way mid. And this game is starting to develop into a little bit of an ARAM. Solar Flare coming out, followed by the Everfrost. Abyssal Dive into the four of them. Xayah gets the root. Syndra picks Morgana in Morgana and Ahri. Ornn walking in. It's probably not going to matter. Above and below coming up from Bel'Veth. Tristana very low. The Xayah Q manages to finish him. Ornn looking to go for the Trundle there, but backs off after seeing that the bot lane is just looking to push for mid tower. And there's mid tower taken and an objective bounty with it. Red is still about 2k gold behind. There are also 2 towers and 3 dragons behind, and the next dragon is spawning in a minute 20. So they're probably going to be looking to set Ornn topside and Syndra towards mid or bot, so that they can have a TP available to get there if necessary. Although the Syndra TP is about to come up, so she might just set back topside anyway. Ahri taking blue buff again. Morgana looking to get some vision there and take the scuttle, but Bel'Veth shows up and takes it before she can. Flash coming out from Ornn to dodge the Dark Binding. And an EQ from Syndra deleting half of Morgana's HP. Solar Flare comes out onto the Ahri and dies to the Syndra ulti. Bel'Veth gets the R off. Ornn is Hollow Forge God. It misses, and red side should probably back off here. That's exactly what they're doing. There's pings top side. Syndra's probably going to answer to that. Ornn is on the rafters for some reason. I don't really know what I was doing there, and just gets burst down by DPS'd down by the Tristana. He's probably going to look to W over the wall here, but Bel'Veth manages to secure it. The Tahm Kench teleported in is maybe going to back off here, and red side is going for a recall. Xayah goes around to the alcove for some reason to do it. I don't know if she thought that there was vision in that bush or something. Or just was feeling kind of unsafe there, but there was scuttle vision and we spotted out all 5 of them. Yeah, we spotted out all 5 of them. Above and below coming up from the Bel'Veth, getting a little bit of a knock-up onto the Tahm Kench. Solar Flare missing. Dark Binding into Charm on the Syndra. Searing Charge hits into the wall, doesn't manage to walk anyone up. Trundle dives in with a Blast Cone. Tahm Kench Abyssal dive into them. Black Shield coming out on her to prevent a potential Xayah E. And that's a 1-for-0 with red side having just picked the Trundle. There's 5 mid, again a little bit of an ARAM going on here. EQ hitting the Tahm Kench. Dark Bind hits the Ornn, Call of Forge God comes out, knocks up only the Morgana, who gets killed by the Syndra. Tahm Kench probably going to go down here, but not before devouring and killing the Bel'Veth. Leandre's Burn killing Syndra, and then a EQ killing the Xayah, and Ornn just loses this, probably going to die to Leandre's Burn. If not, he dies to the E there. Ahri looking to probably push out mid a bit, and then likely go for a reset once the respawn timers start coming out for red side. Morgana and Trundle look to be setting up Vision for Baron. Maybe looking to force a fight around there. Dark Binding somehow hits the Leona. I'm pretty sure that missed. Pretty heavily too, but you know, I guess not. Bel'Veth going for the red buff, while Trundle is actually pillaging her Krugs. Another Dark Binding comes out from the Morgana, but it whiffs. Tristana is clearing the Scuttle, which she successfully does. Ping's coming out for Vision there, which Morgana clears. Leona looks to be caught out alone. Ornn comes in, looking to escort her out. We've got 3 mid, the Xayah, Ornn, and Syndra. Although Syndra's looking to go into top jungle, and Bel'Veth is maybe looking for a collapse on the Tristana, but backs off after realizing that she doesn't have anything. It's 4 there on each side. It would be a hard fight to win. There's the Abyssal Dive, immediately kills the Syndra. Solar Flare coming out for slow. Call of Forge God comes out. Only getting 1 knockout. This fight is probably doomed from the blue side. The Morgana ult comes out, and so does the stopwatch. Xayah gets out with a Gale Force and a Flash. And Ornn gets out just walking up through topside. Although Tahm Kench does hit him with a single one-ton flash. The gold rift is definitely deepening with blue side almost 6k ahead. And on Soul Point with the next dragon spawning in 40 seconds. This next fight, which is going to be for a dragon, is probably going to determine the game. If red side isn't forced to just stand back and try to defend and not even test the dragon to begin with. EQ coming out onto the Tahm Kench and then the Everfrost with a root. He has to use his Eve shield, and the Black Shield comes out on him. Those 3 are pushed off. Tristana and Trundle in boss side, probably looking to burst the Drake as soon as it starts. Ahri getting a recall, Tahm Kench getting a recall, and Morgana getting a recall. All of them heading towards Drake. Bel'Veth is around there. Gets beat by the Trundle and forced off by the Tristana. There's not going to be any Flash Smite coming out, and Trundle takes the dragon and the soul. Five-man mid from both sides. It looks like there might be a team fight gearing up to happen here, but red side definitely doesn't want that to happen. They're a lot weaker than blue side, and their big scaling hasn't really started coming out just yet. Ornn is still level 13, so he hasn't been able to get any items upgraded. Bel'Veth, I don't think she has very many stacks. Actually, Bel'Veth has 58 stacks. I don't know why that keeps on going away. Gaining 55.4 attack speed. So maybe it's not all that bad, but blue side is taking the Baron here, which goes down to Morgana, and red side just starts walking away. Although Bel'Veth is clearing mid, which is probably going to get her collapsed on. Danger pings coming out from the rest of the team. They know exactly what was going to happen. Belveth still probably dies here. No, the flash comes out, maybe she can make it out. Yeah, blue side's giving up pursuit. Dark Binding buffered with the Searing Charge from Ornn. Jumps out of any potential danger. That Dark Binding hits though, as well as an Abyssal Dive, but the Bell of Breath comes out to stop the knockup. Dark Binding comes down on Leona, who misses the E. Ornn and Xayah looking to pursue there for a second before walking back and just clearing the vision that was there. Leona's probably just dead here, yep. Gets hit by the Dark Binding plus the Charm plus the Tongue Lash. And the gold gap right now is looking to be around 8k, as Tristana and Trundle are pushing bot, and the rest of blue side appears to be pushing mid, although Ahri is walking on top side to respond to Belveth's push. Ornn is level 14, so he's going to, yep, Xayah's item is upgraded. 0 and 9. That was me, by the way. I want to see how close I am to the next level here. I can't actually see. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Teleport God coming out. Big fight here. It actually looks like blue side is going to win this. Yep. Tahm Kench maybe making it out. Leona, he goes onto the other side. And Tahm Kench is just repeatedly CC'd here until he is shut down. And red side actually manages to win a fight 4-4-0 actually, because Ahri solo killed Belveth in top. Leona and Ornn may be looking to get this tower, although the Ahri shows up and they're unlikely to be able to do so. Leona getting it picked out here and dying, no way to escape. Flash down. The Solar Flare was up, but Leona probably thought that she'd be dead regardless, so Solar Flare never comes out. Ornn backs off, is looking to recall, leaving Syndra to solo farm the mid wave. Belveth is pushing bot, but without any vision there, she's in a little bit of a dangerous spot with the Ahri and the Morgana lurking around. These pings to clear the jungle camps, the blue at least, which Ahri is going to collect. And then it looks like Belveth might be getting the 3-man collapsed on by the jungle mid support. Belveth starts channeling Recall, although walks into the alcove. They didn't have vision on her until that happened, and she just gets dumpstered on. That's unfortunate. That little bit of movement out of the bush into alcove just screwed her over. The two tanks pushing mid. There's the Solar Flare. Hits both of them with the stun, allowing Leona to back off. Stun coming out from the Tongue Lash. Very low damage fight, but Tahm Kench is definitely getting the upper hand in it. Charm comes out onto Leona, then followed up by a Black Shield, who's killed. Charm comes out onto the Syndra, who's killed. Ornn trying to do his best to kite back the level 17 Tahm Kench, but uses his Searing Charge, dashes right into the Abyssal Dive, and is killed by it. Belveth just getting immediately destroyed. Probably gonna die to the Ahri here. Maybe he goes to the Tahm Kench, actually. Belveth is actually going pretty fast. Oh, there's the Abyssal Dive, though. Xayah getting a 1,000 gold bounty on the Ahri, though. This game is looking kind of unwinnable for red side with 2 inhibitors down and a Nexus turret almost down and Elder Dragon up. But if red can secure the Elder Dragon, they might be able to push down the mid lane and close out the game. At this point, whoever gets Elder gets the game. Although blue side definitely has an edge with their 7k gold lead. Vision pings coming out from blue side. They're setting up for the dragon. Red side looking to get the waves pushed out first. Belveth only now starting to head towards the Drake. I think that she was actually dead before. Tongue Lash missing the Xayah. And it looks like blue side is right now going to take it uncontested. Red can't really allow this because of having the 2 inhibitors down. And Belveth tries to walk into the steal, but Trundle gets it. Call of Forge comes out, but it's not going to amount to much. The Elder buff is just too much, and red side is not going to be able to escape here. Ornn falling, the last of red side falling, and the waves are perfectly positioned for red side to be able to push in and close out the game. Yeah, I mean, that one... Like, I went 0-11 that game. That one was honestly entirely my fault. And Tom Kench, like, sure, he was tanky. He didn't end up dealing a whole lot of damage that game, but the fact of having, you know, a useless top laner kind of just sealed out the game. I mean, top and jungle really got gapped that game, which, you know, even the 15-3 Xayah wasn't able to pull it back from. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And if you think anyone else will enjoy this kind of stuff, please feel free to share it with them. And have an amazing day.